You can scroll for hours, one video, then another, no effort, no resistance. But the moment you sit down to do something important, study, work out, something changes. You open your book, read one line, then suddenly, you're checking your phone. 1 minute, 20 minutes disappear, and now you're sitting there thinking, why can't I just do it? Here's the truth most people never hear. This isn't laziness. It's not a lack of motivation. It's not even a discipline problem. Your brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do. Avoid effort, save energy, seek quick rewards. For most of human history, that kept you alive. So your brain evolved to push you toward comfort and away from effort. And this leads to the real problem. Most people think, I just need more discipline, so they go extreme. I'll study 5 hours every day. I'll wake up at 5 a.m. I'll fix everything starting tomorrow. And for a short time, it works. You feel motivated. You push yourself. But then something happens. You miss one day, then another. And suddenly, you're back where you started. Not because you're weak, but because you tried to fight your brain instead of working with it. So here's the shift. If you want to do hard things consistently, you need a system your brain will accept, not one it will resist. And it starts with this.
The first way, start smaller than you think. Not small, smaller than that.
I'll study for 2 minutes. That sounds almost pointless, but it works for one reason. Starting is the hardest part. Research in behavioral psychology shows that the biggest barrier to action is not effort. It's initiation. Your brain resists starting, not continuing. Once you begin, something changes. The resistance drops. The task feels lighter, and continuing becomes easier than stopping. Because you didn't fight your brain, you bypassed it. The second way, reduce friction. Most people don't fail because they're lazy. They fail because starting feels complicated. You sit down to study, but your desk is messy, so your brain hesitates, and hesitation turns into avoidance. This is called friction. Now imagine this instead. Your desk is already clean, your book is already open, you know exactly what to do first. No thinking, just action. The third way, control your rewards. Your brain runs on dopamine. It decides what feels worth doing. Here's the problem. Scrolling gives instant dopamine. Hard work gives delayed dopamine. So your brain chooses scrolling every time, unless you change the order. If you scroll first, your brain loses interest in effort, but if you work first, even for a few minutes, and then reward yourself, your brain starts learning something new, and over time, this rewires your behavior. You don't need to remove distractions completely. You just need to earn them. The fourth way, build momentum, not motivation. Motivation feels powerful, but it's unreliable. It depends on mood, energy, sleep, emotions. You can't control it. Momentum is different. Momentum comes from action, even small action. When you start, your brain adjusts. Your focus improves, your energy rises, the task feels easier. This is backed by something called the progress principle. The idea that making progress, even tiny progress, creates motivation, not the other way around. So stop waiting to feel ready. You won't. Start first. The feeling comes later. The fifth way, stay long enough to see results. This is where most people fail. Not at starting, at staying. You try something for a few days, it feels hard, it feels slow. You don't see results, so you quit. But here's the truth. Everything meaningful has a delay. Skill takes time, results take time, confidence takes time, and in the beginning, it always feels like nothing is working. That's not failure, that's the process. People who succeed aren't better, they just stay longer. The final shift, change your identity. Most people say, I'm trying to be disciplined, but trying is temporary. It depends on effort. Instead, shift how you see yourself. I do hard things, not perfectly, not every day, but consistently, because your brain always tries to stay consistent with your identity. If you believe you're someone who avoids difficulty, you'll prove it. If you believe you're someone who faces it, you'll prove that too. Your actions follow your identity, and your identity shapes your life. So when you ask, how do I do hard things? The answer isn't, push harder, try more, wait for motivation. It's this, start small, remove friction, control rewards, build momentum, stay longer, change your identity. Doing hard things doesn't suddenly become easy, but something more important happens. Starting becomes easier, continuing becomes normal, and slowly, you stop quitting. So here's what you do next. Pick one thing you've been avoiding, make it so small you can't say no, and start today, not tomorrow, because the difference between people who change their life and people who stay stuck is simple. They don't leave when things feel hard. If you want more videos that don't just motivate you, but actually help you take action, subscribe.